What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a great week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares, keeping me coming back and keeping us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of November 20th through the 26th. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are all excited. It's going to be a good old time, Cancer. Now I'm going to be pulling 15 cards. They can be in 5 groups of 3. The middle group is going to represent the nature of your problem. The upper left and upper right hand corners are going to be some future options that we're going to play around with. The bottom left is going to be some perspectives that will hopefully help assist with the nature of the problem. And then finally, the bottom right will be whatever messages your higher self would like you to know. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. The imagery on these cards are super cool, so I'll make sure to show you those all throughout. And I've also included in the description box below a link for some of the decks that I like using in case you want to get your own, pull along with me. Just have fun with it, Cancer. But without further ado, higher self, what do we have in store for Cancer this week? Let me get your cards pulled and then we will get right to it. Nice. All right. Oh, okay, I see that. I see little sprinkles of mindfulness here. That's all right. Strengths also here. Nice. Yeah, Cancer. Okay. Let me get your cards a little organized here. Kind of sit with them for a second, and then we will get to it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Cancer. So, for the nature of your problem this week, we have the Magus card. And then the cards that came along with it are the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Discs. Now, with the Magus being the nature of our problem this week, I feel like we're in this just like really creative space right now. We're just like, manifestation is the name of the game, because that's what the Magus card is about. He's a card of skill, adroitness, of manifesting. And I also say not just in manifesting and having fun with what we're manifesting. Because with him, you know, you got all this stuff over here that he's producing, and look at that big old cheesy smile that he has up there. Because we're having fun while we're doing it. So for some, I feel like, you know, maybe we've kind of hit like a creative wall with what we're trying to manifest. Maybe we're not quite sure what it is yet. You know, we might even like not even sure, like don't even know where to start. Period. You know, whereas others, you know, we might have an idea, but it's just like, how do we manifest? How do we bring our dreams down from the sky to the ground? Stay with me, Cancer. But I feel like, and not just that, because something I've been kind of I've noticed with the Magus not here too long ago, is I feel like we're for some others, you know, maybe we're started to create something, and we're starting to, you know, kind of include others in on the idea, starting to pick their brain, you know, see what they think about it. And I feel like we might be, how do I want to put this? maybe we're taking our criticisms a little too close to the chest, and what I mean by that is this little monkey down here, I like to think of him kind of as like a heckler, and it's not like he's just trying to bring the Magus down. He's just like one of those things like, well, have you thought about this? Well, have you considered that? Well, I don't like how this looks. What is it that, that's his deal. He's like nitpicking, but I feel like he's doing that in an effort to get the Magus to refine his skills, to make sure to get him that make sure that their skills are sharper. And the nice thing too with just these readings in general, this isn't a gender specific reading, so we are all Maguses in this scenario here. But yeah, I feel like for some others, maybe with that, maybe the criticisms and how we, maybe we're starting to doubt our manifestation skills, or if we're manifesting the right things. Well, I feel like with the Two of Cups coming along with this energy, I feel like this is kind of asking us to trust in ourselves. I feel like we need to get back to where, not necessarily filtering out what the criticisms, but it's more so kind of like what I say at the beginning, taking what resonates with you and then leaving the rest with them. It's not to say that you've ignored it. It's just like we're going to put that in our orbit. And as things apply, it'll sneak back in there. And if it's not, it'll stay in orbit. It'll serve its purpose if and when it's supposed to come into. But I feel like with the Two of Cups popping in, this is more so kind of getting back in touch with ourselves. Normally this is like my compassion card in. And, be compassionate with yourself while you're manifesting, because I can get where if, if this is something you're creating and this is like your baby here, it's just like, even like the slightest bit of, like, can I offer just like a small bit, maybe what I would do, but keep that in mind, Cancer. Unless these people that you're reaching out to, you're getting these opinions on, unless this is something that they're doing, keep that in mind as well, because how can someone tell you how to do your thing when they're not doing the same thing that you're doing? You know what I mean? And again, it's not to just disregard. Keep an open mind, but don't take it so close to heart. Stay true to yourself at the end of the day, because that's how you're going to feel these Two of Cups here, by staying true to your nature here. And I feel like that's going to be hard just because of the the nurturing nature. We want to try to please everyone, and make sure that everyone is being accommodated, but that's going to take a lot of work. And I feel like it's going to be a type of work, and it's good to, I feel like, to adjust, to please your audience, and whatever this is going to be. Maybe you were considering a house project, maybe we're considering starting up a new business, whatever, maybe this is like some of you, if you're an artist, this could be a work, music, a painting, take it how it resonates. But regardless, it's going to be one of those things. If you're going to try to cater to everyone, then eventually you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to wear yourself too thin, and you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose, the originality that this has been brought into. So I feel like with while we're going into this energy this week, let's check back in. Is this something that, do you like where these critiques have taken you? Is this something that is this the image that you were trying to manifest here? And if you've been feeling these doubts, if you've been feeling unsure about yourself, then you know what? It might be time to just kind of take a second and pause, and to just kind of reevaluate what's going on here. You know what? Let's move into some future stuff here. Which one would apply better? Let's go to the right-hand side here, because over here you have the Four of Swords, good old friend the Devil, and the Lust card, which, I want to talk about the Devil first. Because with the Devil, I feel like, he's normally my card of addictions, of intoxication, blind impulses. But, I feel like if this is a place where you've been, where we sort of lost ourselves, where we kind of, where we're starting to doubt our manifestation skills, that can be in the Devil's wheelhouse too, because it's one of those things, those seeds of doubts. It's just like, oh, Cancer was feeling good about this, but their self-confidence is kind of down. Oh, okay, let's try to approach it that way. And then let's try to do it, because the Devil can be kind of sneaky, take on different faces. Maybe it comes across as a loved one's, because listen, when I was trying to pitch this stuff with like this YouTube channel with some of my friends and stuff, like, was I like, the first few stages of it, I was trying to please everybody. You know, it was like trying to figure this whole thing out. But it's like, at some point, you know, a good friend of mine not too long ago actually just had this kind of similar conversation where it's just like, it is good to want to consider everyone else's in, because here's the thing you might be telling yourself too, Cancer, if this is applying. It's like, you know what, these people who are giving these critiques, whether it's with you know, this is a project, you know, whatever, however this applies, if you've shown them this thing, and the fact that they cared enough to have a thoughtful critique or opinion, you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to dismiss that because they actually care, but you want to make sure that you're still loving this thing at the end of the day. You don't want it to become to where it's like, where you're hating this, where you're not enjoying what you're doing. And I feel like once we've started to, once we got eyes on this, and, you know, and realizing the confidence and really coming into ourselves, we're going to get to this Four of Swords energy where we kind of get to that peace. Because this is like, this is one of my recovery cards here. And you know what, that's going to take, when your confidence is under attack, definitely you need to take a little time and rest up to get your head right, because the swords have to do with intellectual matters. So now if we were in any kind of doubts, any sort of like any sort of turmoil, now we're starting to find that peace again. This is Jupiter and Libra here. So now the scales are starting to balance, and our fortune is starting to come back aligned. You know, the things are starting to line up again, because look at what came up after that. Look at the strength that you've acquired from this situation. The Lust card, and this is the strongest card in the deck. You know, I love this card because she is, not only is she being herself wholly, she's unabashed by this. You know, she is just like, this is what I have to offer. And these, you know, think of this. This is you. This is back here. This is you enjoying all of the stuff that you're manifesting. And this seven-headed line here, this is seventh head over here. This seven-headed line over here are the opinions of the masses. You know, these are all the things that, you know, people are trying to tell us, oh, you shouldn't do this way, you know, maybe try it that way, try it this way, try it that way. And she's just like, you know what, how about you all just sit back and appreciate the creation that I'm bringing you? Because the fact that this is something that you're taking the time to pour your energy into, Cancer, this is, everyone would be just, it's a blessing that you're getting ready to bestow upon us. So I definitely feel like, you know, revel in that energy. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to take joy in this, you know, because this is amazing what you're getting ready to manifest here. And let me show you why I'm so impressed. Because here on this other hand of the future, now that we've gotten that, now we've got our Lust card in the mix. Look at this. We got the Two of Discs, we got the Four of Wands, and then there's your fortune. Look at you, Cancer. And that's all because we were able to find that balance. We were able to, like how we came back down from that. It's, get back on track, Justin. It's, you know what? It's about the Two of Disc. The Two of Disc is about that fluctuation. So, you know, when we're feeling good, you know, when we're in our element and everything is all fine, and, you know, we're manifesting, things are great, you know, we're in this happy-go-lucky here. And then, you know, when the critiques are coming in, you know, the opinions and whatnot, we got to work through that stuff, you know. But it's finding that balance, you know, staying true to ourselves and enjoying it, but adapting, you know, because I will say, every now and again, you know, if you keep an open heart and you'll keep an open mind, sometimes, you know, these people will, this seven-headed lion will drop some nuggets along the way. And sometimes she may take a moment of just like, you know, she's along her way, la 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 la, creating, and she's like, oh, you know, someone's like, hey, have you thought of this? It's like, oh, you know what, that is cool. I'm gonna take that with me, and then we're gonna keep going. But that's the thing, Cancer, is to keep going. You know, you took that thing and to keep that drive going so that we can get to that place of Four of Wands, so that we can bring this thing to completion, so that we can start resting, and not even just resting, but looking back and celebrating what we've accomplished so far. Because that's what the Four of Wands is about. You know, we've taken those first steps, and now things are starting to fall into place. And that is cause for celebration, because this is also you know, a card of completion, rest, and it's like knowledge bringing conclusion. So now that you've got all this knowledge here, you know, you've attained these skills, look at this fortune that you're producing. Because just like how I drew this fortune card, now I feel you're going to get ready to go out there and we're going to start spinning that wheel. And this is a good time to do it because Jupiter is doing the most. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But last thing with this, I feel like it is one of those things with this Wheel of Fortune. You turn that Wheel of Fortune. That I want to bring that back home. You know, this is your doing here, Cancer. No one else's. You know, there might have been assistance along the way, but people could tell you to do stuff till the sun goes down. But if you're not taking that initiative, none of this matters. So when you go and looking back at what you've done and what you've completed and the abundance that has come from that, really understand like this is your doing, Cancer. This is something that this is worth celebrating. You're incredible. You're incredible, and you are doing some really good work here. Now let's get to some perspectives here, because over here you have, and hopefully that's making sense for you all. Because yeah, this is. Yeah, I really want us to, especially with this time right now, like as a soul tribe, the energy is abundant, and I love. Fortune has been pop up. Oh, Cancer. Let's talk about some perspectives that might help you, because you got the Tower here, you got the Lovers, and then you got the Queen of Wands. This Cancer, this is beautiful, because with the Tower. We just went through the Tower right now. Like, I know that was kind of like a crash course, and we might actually be in the Tower right now, Cancer. But hopefully, this has brought you a little bit of clarity here, because I feel like with with the Tower, in that moment, once at first, we were vibing, we were grooving, we were having fun, but then the opinions started coming on. Maybe we were taking it a little bit too hard. Maybe even people were feeling a little, and not to say that, take this as it resonates, but maybe there might even been some like jealousy in the mix or something, not to say that people are out to get you, but it's a lot when you're manifesting something and then you're going to present it for the world to have an opinion on. We take that stuff close to heart, but I feel like it's one of those things that you're seeing that, despite all the opinions and things that are going to come in, that this is what you love doing at the end of the day, that this is going to not just enrich your life, but it's enriching other people's lives too. And also, it's one of those things I can with taking what resonates with you. It's going to be one of those things. If people aren't resonating with your thing at that moment, that may change with time, but right now, I say keep it and just keep it going. Trust your intuition, because that's what usually the Lovers is about, love. And you know what too? If this is something that you love and this is getting you fulfilled, then I say stick with it. But I'm more so getting the intuitive nature from this card here, because this is a card of imagination, innovation, just all of that stuff. And you know what? I will say, with the Lovers, because we have the Tower here, depending on where we're at in this Tower moment, if we are in one, the Lovers could be a card of, because this is, I do the groups of three because sometimes cards can be influenced by others, and when the Lovers is influenced, it could lead to maybe some indecisions, or just like some oscillating, we get to where we're starting to doubt ourselves, and that's not, I feel like that's where we need to, the Lovers popping up is just us time to check in, your higher self kind of winking at you, like, Cancer, you are on the right track, just keep that mentality going. Queen of Wands it, in the face of, think of this fire as all the stuff, all the things, the possible things that people and the universe could possibly even throw at you in this situation. And look at that. In all this supposed chaos, what might look like chaos and fire to others, the Queen of Wands is like, all right, I see you, and that's fine. You know what? You're exactly where I need you to be. Actually, can you move a little bit closer? Felix is getting kind of cold. And yeah, I think we're going to go with Felix on this one, Cancer. You heard it, I heard it. His name is Felix. Okay, let's move on. But I really feel like it's calling upon you to not only to embrace when all this stuff is coming at you is just to be adaptable in all of this. You know, remember, we're channeling this this two of disc energy here, getting used to that fluctuation of change here, and that's what the Queen of Wands is. She's cool as a cucumber. She doesn't, and she's an attractive force too. That's the thing. She's I feel like the Queen of Wands is, of the queens, she's considered one of the more powerful ones of the deck. And I feel like that's just partway because, too, she's the watery part of fire. Queens representing water, Wands representing fire. So she's got this, you know, these contradictory energies together, and look at how she's making it work for her. She's doing it like a boss. And that's what you are, Cancer. Boss level. And that's the thing, too. You getting through this stuff, we are leveling up. And you know what? Bring it home, y'all, because check out what your higher self wants you to know. We got another queen here, Queen of Swords. We got the Nine of Wands, and then we got the Princess of Cups. And this is what a lovely little end to this sentence here. Hold on, girl, I'm going to talk about you. But first, we got to talk about the Queen of Swords, because this is that clarity that's coming in, Cancer. She is the liberator of the minds. I love the Queen of Swords. She's the type, this is exactly what she's doing. She took what resonated with her, and then she left the rest down there because she's sitting on a cloud or throne of clouds. And if she were to take on everyone's opinion and it gets bogged down, and then she starts to lose herself, she's going to fall through these clouds, and that does not make a happy Queen of Swords. And I wouldn't imagine that would make him happy Cancer either. So take that clarity, you know, realizing that this is your gift, Cancer. This is yours to work with. Take this clarity from this and rise upon this, because look at this queenly energy that you're bringing right now. And while you're doing it, you know, this normally is my card of one of my recovery cards along with the Four of Swords. So I definitely, you know, while we're doing all this manifestation, you know, manifesting, make sure that we are taking time to rest. But I also feel like this is a card of just like tremendous force. You know, there's some good stuff coming in here, Cancer, and I feel like this is something that we're uber passionate about. And you know, I feel like, you know, just keeping that drive, you know, don't lose this momentum now, because I feel like you're really getting on this place where we're getting on a roll here. And lastly, since we're getting on this roll, lovely way to kind of bring it home is with the lovely Princess of Cups. Because the Princess of Cups, as a positive level, she is infinitely gracious. She is all about, you know, spreading all this goodness that she's manifested and sharing that with everyone that she possibly can. The problem is that she doesn't take the time and share this stuff with herself. You know, she's so focused on, when she feels good, she's so focusing on filling everyone else's cups that she's not taking enough time to appreciate what she's done. You know, and she's just giving it all away, where it's just like, girl, you don't have to give it. You can be a little selfish with it. I think I was just telling, who was I just telling this? I think I was telling Aquarius this. It's okay to be a little selfish with it. Because that's like, ultimately, your goal is the betterment and to raise the vibrations of those around you. But you make sure that you're raising your vibration as well, too, Cancer. You know, I feel like this is a good time. We can go ahead and switch back over. But yeah, make sure that we're taking that time to fill in our own cups here, because you have so much to give, and I feel like you really are getting ready to do some really good stuff here. But just, you know, just take a little time for yourself, and remember, in all of this, to have fun. You know, that this ultimately, even all this other, if you don't take anything else from this, have fun. You know, enjoy what you're doing. You know, make sure that, don't let this become where it's like this thing is daunting, you know, or that it's been like, oh my gosh, I can't possibly accommodate everybody. I just got to leave it. You know, this isn't even worth it. No, Cancer, it is totally worth it. If it brings you joy and happiness and fulfillment, let it do that. And don't worry, the world will adjust. You know, they're going to feel that energy, that they're going to feel your intention. You're going to start resonating with other people, and just give it time, be patient, and enjoy yourself. Put in that work, put in that good old work. everything is going to work out. I feel it's going to work out in your favor, Cancer. So yeah, hopefully that resonated with you all. If you haven't already, do all the YouTube things. Let's subscribe, like, share, and just to get a better picture of yourself, Cancer, to really understand who you are. Don't let, we're not letting other people define us. We are defining us right now. Check your moon, check your rising, and this week, how funny, we're checking our Jupiter, because there is this is a time. Oh, what a time, Cancer. I've kind of given up on the fact of doing anything clever for this, because I am overwhelmed by this energy in the best possible way. So we're going to get into Celestial News Weekly, because Jupiter alongside just everybody else is doing the most, and it is going to be, Cancer, let's talk about it. Because on the 22nd, the sun is entering Sagittarius, and with this time, it is a time to open ourselves up to all the opportunities that the world has to offer, because the world is offering fortune, baby, all over the place. And with the nature of your problem being manifesting, take this stuff here, because you're going to be the feeling is the opposite. Because you see it, I don't know if I wasn't this geeked up since the new moon lunar, the total full moon eclipse sentence. Trust me. This is a good time, to not focus on what we can't do, because you didn't really even have that much mindfulness. Well, we had a tower. Oh, well, I guess you had two of the most mindful cards, the tower and the devil. But this isn't like to focus, again, this isn't about a time of focusing on what we can't do. It's about focusing on what we can do. And you show me what you can do, Cancer. You Queen of Wands, you Queen of Sword, you Lust card. Cancer, if I had 6 more arms, I could tell you all the things that you did, but focusing on that positivity, kind of lifting, getting yourself in that optimistic state for your manifesting, because guess what's happening on the next day, on the 23rd, the new moon is going to be entering Sagittarius. So now you can take all these seeds of optimism and plant those bad boys, and then watch these things, take the lessons. Take the lessons that you got from these in the past and start visualizing a bigger, better, brighter, abundant future. Because that's what this is. That's what this energy is all about here. And while I've got Jupiter in your face, guess what Jupiter's doing? Jupiter's going direct. We're not reverse anymore. We are upright. And this is, it's an auspicious time, because Jupiter is a planet of positivism, of expansion, of hope. Oh my goodness. And on top of that, I was just telling Pisces this, I was telling everybody this. Jupiter's going direct in Pisces, which Jupiter rules over Pisces and Sagittarius. And then on top of that, Neptune is still in Pisces right now. And granted, sure, it's retrograde, but everyone's at home. It's at least retrograde at home. And you can act however you want at home. But I really just want people to understand that just like this, it's almost like literally the stars are aligning here. Everything is just like lining up for us to get the most out of this. So I really want us to, especially with all this, this strength and stuff, Cancer, go get it. Now let's talk about some aspects so I can get you out of here, and then get your surprise card. The sun is trine with Jupiter. The sun is just like, yo, I know I just gave you a bunch of abundance, Soul Tribe, but Jupiter, do we want to make it rain a little bit harder? Jupiter's like, heck yeah, we do. Let's shower. Ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's what the sun and Jupiter are doing right now. They're taking the positive, they're taking the optimism and the enthusiasm and cranking it up to the max, because why not? You've earned it. You've worked so hard for this, Cancer. Now let's start reaping the rewards for this thing. And some good crystals to work around with this energy is sunstone for the sun, and then some yellow sapphire for Jupiter. Next, you got the Mars. Hold on. You got Mars is, I don't have anything for Neptune. Mars is squared with Neptune. Come on. And this is kind of a time where like action combines with idealism. So right now your goals might seem unclear. You know, I feel, you know, for some we may still be kind of in the nascency of our manifesting. But again, if your intuition, if your lover sense is tingling, you know, your need for fulfillment, you know, you're getting fulfilled, your vibrations are being raised, have at it, you know, because if we stay true to that, this is going to flourish. It's just going to be just incredible, Cancer. Last thing, Mars is trine with Saturn. Now with this energy here, you know, it may feel like we're going to get grounded a little bit now. You might feel like you're having a difficulty getting things done. But now the energies are coming down. The stuff that you're trying to get done is becoming more grounded now. We're starting to realize we're starting to get get an understanding for what we're trying to manifest here. And I feel like it's one of those things. It's not about because with Mars retrograde, you know, you got, not only are, you know, tensions might be a little hot right now, but things tend to slow down a little bit. And that's not to say to not work hard. We need to work smarter with the energy. We're not working against it. Let's work with it. Ease, you know. Oh my goodness, where did she go? Queen of Wands. This is exactly what Queen of Wands does. I mean, this kind of energy right here, when it's coming, we're navigating, we're flowing through it. And then if we persevere, how many times do you want me to put fortune in your face, Cancer? Because I will do it all day. I will do it. Because again, this is the work that you've put in. This is what you brought me. Oh, come on, Cancer. Because if you're doing this and you know you're able to persevere through this hard times, you're going to build something that's going to have like a lasting impact. And some crystals to work with this energy is ruby for Mars, and then some onyx for Saturn. So yeah, I like that, Cancer. I really hope you enjoyed that too. Let me get your surprise card so we can get you out of here. Look whose husband showed up. The Knight of Swords. Look how much clarity you have. And you know what? With this, you know, no, I didn't even need to mention that. With the Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Go out and get it, Cancer. That's it. That's what he does. He sees his target. You've planned for all this. We've already got, wifey brought clarity. Now she's like, babe, go out and get it. Go get it, Cancer. I'm not going to keep you here. Well, I'm going to keep you here for one more minute because I just want to let you all know I'm on Facebook now. So and I'm working, you know, with this expansive energy. I'm trying to get on all the platforms here, but I'm learning that I might need an adult. So hang tight. You know, start with Facebook. I do post on there regularly, and then we're going to go from there. But yeah, Cancer, we're in... Go out there and go get your fortune. Stay safe, keep raising that vibration, and I will catch you on the next one later.